Alright guys, listen up, Traversal ENT, we're back with another one. Listen up. Now, I got a cold once again, so excuse the voice, it sounds a bit wonky, but it is what it is. We continue. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Stay up to date with my videos I'll be pulling out regularly. And make sure you hit the like to beat the algorithms, yeah? Don't even delay that. Just hit that like straight away. These algorithms in YouTube are mofo, but let's do it. Let's talk about the whole triangle thing that's happening with Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte, and Otto Wallin, because it's quite interesting, all right? Now, guys, I'm going to tell you what I see. You guys tell me if you see the same thing or different, yeah? Now, I'm going to say this straight off the bat, yeah? I'm going to say this straight off the bat. I know Dillian Whyte would love to get in the ring with Tyson Fury. He would love nothing more than to get a chance to fight Tyson Fury for the WBC belt, all right? That's what he wants. Now, anyone that knows me knows that I speak very highly of Dillian Whyte because I think he's a very good heavyweight. I think he's the most improved fighter in boxing. So I've got nothing but praises to give that guy. I love how he redeemed himself against Povetkin. He showed you what you're supposed to do when you come out to beat a guy up. So I respect him. But as much as I respect Dillian Whyte and as much as I favour him to beat a lot of guys, I do not think Dillian Whyte beats Tyson Fury in a fight. I think Tyson is just too big for Dillian, all right? My personal opinion. That doesn't mean I don't want to see the fight. Personally, I'd rather Dillian didn't fight Fury because I don't want to see Dillian take another L on his record. But Dillian Whyte wants that fight. So what the WBC done? Because of the whole lawsuits that's happening behind the scenes that's not spoken about in the open much, Dillian Whyte did sue the WBC for unfair treatment, etc., etc. The WBC, obviously, they know they got no leg to stand on when it comes to Whyte. Yeah, they have to honor it, right? So with that being said, they've made the whole Dillian Whyte Otto Wallin fight. What do you call it? I don't know if they call it a final eliminator, whatever you want to call it. The bottom line is the winner of that fight is going to get a shot at the WBC against Tyson Fury, all right? Now, why is this interesting? Because Otto Wallin, Tyson Fury have history. Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte have history. So let's break it down. What is the history between Otto Wallin and Tyson Fury? Now, we all know Wallin and Fury had a fight. Fury won the fight. The problem is Wallin's got a chip on his shoulder because he says the cut he gave Fury, they were supposed to stop the fight based on the cut that he got. And had they stopped it at that moment, Wallin was ahead in points, so he would have won the fight. I believe that's the argument that he puts forth. All right? Now, granted, in recent memory, Wallin gave Fury his toughest fight. Also, Otto Wallin is no pushover. He's only got one defeat to Tyson Fury. I believe his record's probably 22 victories, 14 or 15 by KO when I last checked. Wallin is 6'5.5", so he's pretty much Joshua's height. So he's one of the big heavyweights. He's not a small guy. So Dillian Whyte fighting Otto Wallin, it is no clear-cut victor by any chance. By any means, should I say. This is a 50-50 fight. Now, I will say this, it is fantastic practice for Dillian Whyte. If he can get past Wallin in good fashion, it is the best opponent he could have faced before he faces a Fury, all right? No doubt about that. So Wallin's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants another crack at Fury. Is Wallin going to get another shot at Fury even if he beats Whyte? I can almost guarantee that he won't. Fury will have absolutely no reason to fight Otto Wallin again. Why go for another tough fight with someone who knows your style and get nothing in return for it? I mean, what exactly is Tyson Fury getting in return for it? Wallin does not hold a belt. Wallin is not a pay-per-view star. Wallin doesn't have enough clout. There's nothing in it for Tyson Fury, and granted, he won't take that fight. If Dillian Whyte is to beat Otto Wallin, Dillian Whyte is a pay-per-view fighter, so Dillian Whyte Tyson Fury fight would sell out in the UK. However, does Dillian Whyte want to fight Tyson Fury? Now, guys, I'm going to be honest with you lot. Everything I see, the whole body language, the energy, the vibe I get from Tyson Fury's camp is that they don't want anything to do with Dillian Whyte. Right? That's the vibe I'm getting. I'm just calling it as I see it, all right? Now, it's funny I say that because I've sold you lot at the start of the video that I believe Fury beats Whyte. But just because I think that doesn't mean that the Fury camp and Fury himself want to get in the ring with Whyte. Because they're not showing me that they do. In fact, and this is what I want to highlight, it is said that Mauricio Suleiman gets along very well with Tyson Fury. He's a big fan of Tyson Fury. He's got plans, I heard, of introducing Fury and his wife to the Pope. All sorts of different plans, right? I know as crazy as that sounds. But the word is, right, that if Tyson Fury should ask the WBC to elevate him to franchise champion, they will do it within a blink of an eye. All right. All Fury has to do is say the word and they will make him franchise instantly, immediately, which will then leave the WBC regular title vacant. Um, and that would make the Dillian Whyte Otto Wallin fight for the WBC belt. But okay, we know that Wallin will not mind taking the belt in that fashion. Dillian Whyte will have a problem with it. Yeah, he'll take it, but that's not how he wants it. He wants that belt through punching the champion on the face. So it's quite interesting. Now we know the the rumors and the gym stories that we hear. Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury have a lot of rumors and gym stories. Now let me say this regarding that. Dillian Whyte is not someone to me who talks rubbish. He's not someone who fabricates stuff. Yeah, especially when he's given a real personal experience. I don't believe Dillian Whyte is a fabricator under any circumstance. All right, I'm more prone to believe in someone like Whyte than I am to believe in someone like Tyson Fury, yeah, who's a trick master. With that being said, Dillian Whyte has said numerous times that he's knocked down Tyson Fury, dropped Fury in sparring. He's made Fury cry because Fury was disappointed in his performance in sparring. Now, I don't know if all of that is true or false. I'm not even going to try and make any speculations or any predictions or anything, right? I'm just telling you what Dillian Whyte says, okay? Now, this is what he says. All these gym stories, these sparring stories, right? Now, that reminds me of when Dillian Whyte was making all these same similar stories about AJ, saying how his real name ain't even Anthony Joshua. It's Olufemi. I lent him my jeans. Guys, you don't remember that? That was hilarious, yeah. But yeah, that's the trio at the moment with the whole Otto Wallin, Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury situation. I do think there's a big chance that Fury will become franchise, because I don't believe Fury wants to fight White, and he's definitely not going to fight Otto Wallin. So I do believe Fury will elevate himself to a franchise. We'll see what happens. Is that the right thing to do? I don't think that's a bad thing. I think spreading the belts out in this, it's not necessarily a bad thing, being that AJ's already lost now. I'm not exactly trying to see a undisputed fight, because it's like, okay, let's say it depends on the rematch if AJ and Usyk, but let's say Usyk wins the rematch and what, Fury beats Usyk is undisputed. Okay, it's a big man fighting someone significantly smaller. Yeah, it's an achievement, but it's not going to go down. I mean, it's nothing for me to get overly excited about. But anyway, boxing is boxing, and that's what it is, right? So let's see what happens with these guys and how it unfolds. This trio. Let me know in the comment section who you guys are picking. Otto Wallin versus Dillian Whyte. And if in case you don't know Wallin very well, let me say one last thing about him. He did beat, after Dillian Whyte, he beat two other fighters at heavyweight. One of them being Dominic Brazil. Otto Wallin beat Dominic Brazil. So Wallin is no pushover by any means. It's a difficult fight, tough night for any fighter. But so is Dillian Whyte. So who do you not have winning that fight? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also tell me, do you think Tyson Fury is going to elevate himself to, or the WBC will elevate him to franchise champion? I think that's what's going to happen. Let me know what you guys think. Traversal ENT, guys, I'm signing out. Be back with some more. Do the right thing. Subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment. I don't care if you're just saying hi. We have to beat these algorithms because they're mofo in the YouTube space. And we're out, guys. Peace out.